So they say, just wait till everybody dumps their silver, their gold, their AI stocks, all their other wonderful assets, their Bitcoin, all of that. And everything just goes to zero. Well, I see that in the comments a good bit lately anyway, that silver going up to $100. What's it, almost 90 now, going up to $100 an ounce. Gold, and oh gosh, buying it now at 100, if you only could have bought it at 20. Boy, if you only knew. That's true with anything. But I see this a lot in the comments and even discussions I have with people about, how these assets, they're going to tank, and it's 100 now, and then it goes back to 20 forever, and it's going to sit down in the 20s for 20 years and never going to come back. And I just don't see it. I don't see it. I was having this conversation with my dad the other day, and we were talking about assets and stuff selling, and what are we gonna do? Where are we gonna put our money safe? Where's a safe place to put money? Well, it's not in the United States dollar. I mean, let's think about this for a second. The whole reason this stuff is going up in value like it is because people are trading in their United States dollar, fiat currency, for an asset that is more tangible and has more meaning than a debased currency that's losing value by the minute. So you have to sit here and say to yourself, okay, well, of course anything can happen. Like, I don't have a crystal ball, neither do you. But I sit here and say to myself, okay, what is the reality that's going to happen? Well, we've seen big drawdowns, big pullbacks before. Matter of fact, last April, we had a 30% drawdown. And then here towards the end of 2025, we had another drawdown. And we get these now. But what's the pattern we see? We see it always come back up relatively quickly. Comes back up, responds, V-shaped recovery, whatever letter recovery you want to give it today. All right, whatever. But here's the thing, guys, you have to understand is that you're not going to, what are you going to trade in if you sell your silver, you sell your gold, what are you selling it for? You're selling it for the same thing that you got rid of to get into that asset. I mean, think about it. So if you got all this silver right now, and and somebody said, well, if it's got $100 and everybody dumps down, it goes to 20, and I have to hold silver for another 20 years. Well, number one, in order for that to happen, you got to have a lot of selling going on for that to happen. Number two, these assets have repriced themselves. I don't think you're going to see silver at $20 ever again. Of course, anything's possible, and this may not age well, but I don't think so. You can't. There's too many dollars. Things have been repriced. Real estate's been repriced. Stocks, equities have been repriced. Gold, silver's been repriced. Bitcoin has been repriced. All these assets now, just get used to it. These are the new numbers now. And so what I get a kick out of when I had these conversations, or I see these, comments in the YouTube videos that I post, everybody's just talking about, doom and gloom, and what this stuff's going to tank. It's all this. Well, and go to what? Interest rates now are going down, so the yield you get on your money is not helping you. And why would you want to go back to United States dollars? The whole point of going in those assets was to get away from the United States dollar. Now, there is a strategy where your asset grows in value. Say you have 100% gain, and you sell 10% or 20% or a quarter of it. You take profits, all right? You take that in cash, and then what you're doing then is waiting for the value of that other people to sell off the asset. The asset comes down in value, and then you enter back in, right? What have you just done? Well, you now have more of the asset now than you did before you sold your first batch and took profits. So you're building, you're accumulating. That makes sense. But for people just to go just dumping all their silver and dumping all their gold, what are you dumping it into? You know, unless you're going from silver to gold, that makes sense, right? You don't really hear people going from gold to silver. I guess there's people out there who've done it, but not as common as silver to gold. That makes sense. But why would you go from any of these strong assets and sell that off into a debased, dying United States dollar? It makes no sense to me. You're better off keeping it in the asset that it's in, that's growing, because now you actually have something tangible that it has value, has growing value, not something that has decreased, debased value, which is what the United States dollar has. So I think it's really tough for people to wrap their head around how this is and why this is. I think people just are so used to, you know, stuff goes up, people dump, it goes down. You know, unless we have black swan events, stuff like that, we can see big sell-offs. But I really don't see us having this total wipeouts. And if we do, it's because we have everything's collapsed. Just literally everything has collapsed. Not just the stock market. Literally all society has collapsed. As long as the government keeps printing money, not only our government in the United States, but governments worldwide, that's what's driving all this. There's more money out there that people have. They're trading it in. They're not saving it. They realize, people have learned now, the smart ones anyway, have learned that by sitting on money, cash, you're going backwards. You know, in some cases, 8%, you know, when you take all the inflation into account. So, you know, I just want to do a video because I see this a lot, and I think it's just a knee-jerk reaction. People just say, well, it has sell, you know, and oh, silver's, when people dump, then us normal folks out here are going to be at, you know, it's going to be $20 again, and then we got to wait another 20 years. Well, those times that were different from where we were and where we are now. I mean, look at, you know, just Bitcoin, for example. It wasn't but little over 3 years ago that I remember Bitcoin was in the low 20s, upper teens. And we got up to 126,000. Now it's come back down into the mid 80s, 90s, but I just don't see it going back to 20 or to 15 or 10 or $5,000 a Bitcoin. It's just the math of the United States dollar and how much we've debased it, how much money has been printed, how much debt we're in. It's just a whole different scenario now. What's crazy is I was watching a video, and I don't even remember who it was from or where it was, but you know, they were talking about the collapse, but it's an inverse collapse. It's not the collapse that we have known in the past with real estate bubble, with the .com bust. Those type of busts that were literally, you know, those things just kind of went to zero overnight. Back when that happened, we didn't have a debased currency. We didn't have inflation that was out of hand. Interest rates were more, you know, normal, I guess you could say. 5%, 4.5%, 6, 7% was kind of the norm. Now it's a whole different ball game now, and so the collapse that they're talking about is the opposite one than what you think. It's the collapse of the dollar, not the collapse of assets, if that makes sense. So I know it's a wild concept, but you know, I'm in the market, and I always try to keep cash on the side. Dry powder, I guess, is what I like to call it. Other people call it. It's not my term. It's just dry powder. You got to keep some ammo ready to go. And sometimes that varies from 5 to 10% up to 20, 25% in cash. And when I take profits, I try to keep that cash pile filled, so when the market goes down, I can go back in and buy some more, and then ride that up, take some profits, let it come back down, buy some more. Now, if it's in non-taxable account like a IRA or retirement, it doesn't really matter, right? But when it's taxable, you got to be careful, because you're looking at tax capital gains situation, short long-term capital gains, so you got to be mindful there. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys that, look, we're going to have drawbacks, drawdowns, or sell-offs that are going to be 10%, 20, 30%. But getting these that are just this total market wipeout and everything goes to zero, no, guys. And if that happens, then it doesn't matter anyway. If that happens, we got a whole new set of problems on our hands, and things like land, water, food, guns, ammo, they're going to matter a whole lot more than your portfolio of Magnificent Seven. Even gold and silver are going to matter too. And I could make an argument that guns and ammo would probably be worth more than that gold and silver, because if you don't have that to protect the gold and silver, people are going to be ransacking what you have. So anyway, so I think that's why you're seeing this. People have lost faith in the dollar. We've printed so much, there's so much debasement, and that's what's going on. And so these assets, gold, silver, all the precious metals, we're about to be in a metals war. We're already in a metals war, guys. I mean, it's on us. It's just the normal everyday folks. It just takes them longer to catch on. And the ones who've been stacking silver and gold for years, and in some cases decades, they've understood that this isn't going to end well. The interesting thing is, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a while for all this stuff to work its way through the system, and in many cases decades. So here we are, all your silver and gold holders have sat around watching it sit there like a stable coin, doing absolutely nothing, and now all of a sudden there's a whole new ball game now. We've seen 140% silver, and I mean, silver's outperforming gold. So that's the video for today, guys. Hey, it's cool. Don't sweat it. It's all right. I mean, you got to be in the market. If you sell out everything and you're holding a bunch of cash, that's worse. So you got to remember that people are going to these assets because they're getting away from the dollar. They're spreading things out, and for a SHTF situation, or the collapse of the dollar, or some other form that replaces the value. So, and now people are hedging. So anyway, that's the video for the day, guys. I'm Gen X Guy. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. We talk about all kinds of stuff: gold, silver, real estate, crypto, life hacks. I'm 52 years old, done a lot of stuff in my life. So if I can help you make your life better and help you learn some things from my mistakes, then that's what we're here for. So you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Gen X Guy out. See you. Bye.